Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Meta Tuesdays here in Arena Underground. This week, we are featuring the one and only Cavalcade of Calamity. So, you've all have seen this been played quite often in Best of One in Magic Arena. So, Cavalcade of Calamity, whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, Cavalcade of Calamity deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. So, this is a Boros version of Cavalcade. And the reason to play Boros is we just had an idea this week of trying this deck out with Sky Knight Vanguard and 1 copy of Chance of Glory. Um, these cards, if left on the battlefield with a Cavalcade down, are pretty powerful. Now, one thing to note is Sky Knight Vanguard is not the same as having a Legion Warbus. Legion Warbus is usually the card you want to have here, especially when you're playing mono red Cavalcade. But this is a card that hasn't been played that much and could be pretty powerful. So we're gonna try it. Chance of Glory 2. If we have a 1 Cavalcade and at least 4 creatures, 1/1 creatures on the battlefield, Chance of Glory could be really good as well. Now, again on the deck, if you haven't played or seen this, Scorch Spitter is a must because aside from the damage it will make from Cavalcade, it also deals an extra damage itself. Now, Cavalcade and Scorch Spitter, also the shocks, will turn on Chandra's Spitfire. This is a very powerful card as well if left unchecked on the battlefield because it's a one power attacker that will turn on Cavalcade. When it turns on Cavalcade, it then gets pumped with a +3 for the damage that Cavalcade made to the opponent. So this could win games pretty quickly if left unchecked with a Cavalcade on the field. And then Chandra, of course, is great because we get 2/1/1s every turn, turning on 2 damage from Cavalcade. Scampering Scorcher is a card that I really like because, yeah, it's 3/1/1 creatures with haste that's putting on the field right away. We are playing Best of One this week, but we do have a little sideboard here. Pretty straightforward. Fries against Control, Lava Coil against big creatures, Tibalt against any deck that's gaining life. Experimental Francis is just an overall good card in any mono red deck. So we're gonna go ahead and try this. Hope you enjoy the games, and let's go to the games. Alright, so we are playing Boros Cavalcade in Best of One Standard. You know what? We're gonna try this. I'm not really sure if we should always mulligan if we don't have any 1-drops. Yep. Seems we're playing probably against Boggles, green Boggles. Seems like a lot of people are playing green Boggles in Best of One this week for some reason. Maybe there was a tournament I didn't watch over the weekend. Blueberry is thinking. Interesting. No 3/3. Okay. We'll play our Calamity here. I think we can't really afford to just lay back and hope our opponent doesn't have anything, so... Three-mana Vivian.
Wasn't meant to be contained. Tear it down! Tear it all down!
Alright, well, we didn't get the land. This is maybe why We are supposed to mulligan here, but we'll go ahead and light up the stage. Okay. Flip. Okay, what is our opponent doing? It's a very interesting deck our opponent's playing here. Simic something. Yep. Alright. So yeah, I guess it's Chandra time. We do have two of them, so it's our opponent.
Anyone need a match? No. Too bad. Oh, they're so cute.
Not sure we care about this. All right. Yeah, let's kill the Vivian. I don't, you know.
Strike me. Now we're getting started. Not again.
So we definitely want to draw another land here.
Protect the virtue of this world. Behold, nature's true power.
Okay, so they're killing Chandra. That's somewhat
Don't have enough squares
fine.
right now.
Okay. So we'll attack Nissa here. See what our opponent does.
Try my patience.
This will allow us to kill the Nissa and play their Scorch Spitter. It's interesting how Footlight Fiend could become such a good card if you pair it up with something like Heatfire. Heartfire, sorry.
Enough. Let us talk of peace. I must go.
So we're definitely not in a great place here, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Opponent is just playing like a variant Simic deck. Hydras, I see. Alright, so that's what they're doing. They're just playing big creatures here. So what can we do? Play Scamping Scourger. Alright. We'll probably be able to kill us next turn. This has, well, it doesn't have trample, so it's good. So our opponent should block the spitter here. Okay. So we have 4 damage here. So our opponent's on a virtual 6 here, which we could do with just attacking with 3 creatures and having Cavalcade. 2 Cavalcades online. If we draw another land, might be good as well, because we could play Chandra. Trigger, 4 Cavalcades. Plus whatever damage goes through, and then, our opponent's taking the safe route. Okay, this might be very bad for our opponent. These 2 have vigilance though, so let's see. I think we take it and we just try to kill our opponent with Cavalcade and Heartfire. Alright. Attack with everything. That's exactly 4. Sure, opponent blocks. Heartfire you. And yeah, good game. Let's go to the next one. Alright, we are playing Boros Cavalcade this week in Best of 1 Standard. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. We'll go first. We have 2 Scorched Spitters, so it's always nice. So we are trying this Boros version of Cavalcade. It's just something that I thought of when I was looking at the deck. What other color could be used for this, but yeah, not really sure if there's a reason to play a Boros or any other color version other than the regular mono red. So our opponent's playing something with blue. I think we will play our Scorched Spitter here. It's quite some damage when Cavalcade comes down. Spectral Sailor, okay. So we will kill that at the end of the turn if our opponent allows it. Alright, they do have a dive down, so this is mono blue. That's fine. We'll play our Chandra Spitfire here. If our opponent wants to block, that is totally fine with us. They should, I think, ideally. Okay, interesting choice there by our opponent. This might be the genie coming down. The Jinn. Right? Maybe they think they can Hero's Obsession. Interesting. Not attack. Okay. Seems like they might have a counter for this. Okay, so we did have a reason there to play the land. Alright, another dive down, that's fine. So we will play our Skynet Vanguard. Would have been much better if we would have had that Cavalcade. Tempest Gin, yeah. Alright, so this should be game. Alright, so we got there. Good game, opponent. Let's go to the next game. Alright, we are playing Boros Cavalcade in best of one standard. Don't like that we don't have any of our good turn one plays. Yeah, I think we'll mulligan this. This I think is much better. I like sending the Heartfire to the bottom of the deck and keeping the shock. I think I prefer the shock here. So we will of course play the mountain first. We don't want to let our opponent know we have white yet. Alright, so we are playing against probably Simic Flash or not. Alright, we will pay the 2 live here to play Cavalcade. Alright, drawing a land would be good here. Another Season of Growth for our opponent. Interesting. Alright, so we didn't get the land. Continue our barrage with a Scorch Spitter. Pass the turn. So we have 6 damage on board. Well, we had. Cavalier of Thorns is pretty much going to put a stop here to mostly everything. Alright, so this is the copy deck. Sure. Okay, so we can kill the Cavalier, but not great. Not great by any means. Sure. think in this case, probably want to light up the stage. Play a Footlight Fiend. Okay, Cavalier of Gales, that is still fine. So your opponent is gonna be down to 5 next turn. If we attack with these 3, they kill Footlight Fiend. It's gonna be 5. So if we get a land, we could Hardfire and Shock, and that will be game. Interesting. Okay. Opponent's down to a virtual 5 again. Actually, I think they're dead. None of these creatures have lifelink. So yeah. We attack. One damage. They block. We'll Heartfire. Sacrifice Footlight Fiend. And yeah, it's 5 damage. Alright, good game, opponent. Alright, we are playing Boros Cavalcade in best of 1 standard. Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward Cavalcade hand, so we'll keep it. We go first. It's always nice for a red deck. Play our Footlight Fiend. Alright, we'll go ahead and play Calamity now. I think rather it not get counter later on. Opponent is playing Grixis. Interesting. So they have to kill every creature that we put down, because any creature that we have is going to make 2 extra damage. Alright, so far they are doing a good job, but we do have Scampering Scorcher. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Alright, opponent, what do you got? They're opting. Okay. Okay, sure. Alright, so this should be game. Alright, good game, opponent. The power of Chandra and Cavalcade. Alright, we are playing Boros Cavalcade. This hand is interesting. Not great to have only 1 3-mana creature. You know what? We will try it. If we draw any of our 1-drops in the next 2 turns, it could be really good. Okay, opponent is seems to be playing vampires. We will definitely take care of that Knight of Ebon Legion as soon as we have a chance. Okay. Well, we will take care of at least one of those Ebon Legions. This is probably Grixis mid-range. So we will shock this Knight before they get their 3 mana to protect it from shock. Keep a shock available as well. Alright, sorry about that. I was making some noise there with my headphone probably. Yeah, we'll go ahead and kill that. Not sure. We would need to leave that on the battlefield. So, opponent might have Lightning Strike, and that's probably going to be the game if they do. Because we don't have anything else to play other than Cavalcade. So this is what, light up the stage? Okay, spare the critics, that makes sense. Well, at least we get to light up the stage here. Alright, interesting game. We've been able to clear the board. Okay. Definitely interesting. So yeah, we'll definitely attack Soren.
You mortals never learn.
Alright, crossing my fingers here so that our Sky Knight Vanguard lives and we can actually do stuff with it. So far we haven't been able to do much. Yeah, this is the point where having a flyer is pretty good. Like Knight of the Ebon Legion here, it's not gonna be able to block it. Yeah, we will sacrifice the Scorch Spitter for sure.
Our fiends thirst for life.
So this token, yeah, comes tapped and attacking. So
Darkness will always return.
yeah, it's not really gonna trigger every time the token comes in. It's one reason I have to have Legion Warbus instead, but here we'll get, it'll be a bit powerful because we'll get to keep the tokens this turn. So that's pretty good. And we have blockers for the Knight of Evil Legion. Not sure how our opponent's gonna get out of this one. Okay. Ooh, Chandra. Alright, so if we bring Chandra down, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage just from the Cavalcades. Yeah, I'm pretty sure our opponent's dead. I don't even need to play Chandra, so I think we'll just go ahead and do that. Alright, it's nice of you, opponent, to stay there for the end of the game. Good game. That was all for today. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and click the bell icon if you want to get notified whenever we upload new videos. Have a good one.